Okay, here you've got a typical Bridget setup with just a standard laptop. I think that laptop must be about 4 years old. It's not top of the range. This is a wireless router. Note it's just connected to the laptop. It's not connected to the internet at all. There's no internet connection there. And I've got a selection of Wi-Fi devices. These are the three. I've tried a lot, but these are the three that I think are some of the best. There's obviously the Apple iPad. That's possibly a bit big though for each table, but a lot of people have those and they're really nice to use. A Google Nexus 7. This is the smaller display, the 7-inch, which I think is a better size really, and that's a very fast responsive tablet. This is a bit of a revelation. Even this is an iPod Touch, the same as an iPhone, without the phone capabilities, but very easy to use. In fact, it being so small, it's surprising. So we just refresh the screen. We've started a movement at the beginning, so they've been waiting so long, we need to refresh the screen, but now they've picked up the details of the movement and we're ready to start scoring. Okay, that's the iPod Touch done. So now I'm back on the iPad. Let's try table 1. We've now got we're going to go to the full interface, obviously, because this is a decent size display, and you can see a nice easy user interface. I'll just lift this up now to show. Look at the screencast if you want to see more detail how to operate Bridget. Try the Nexus 7 again, full interface. These devices you can pinch and squeeze around the screen to get it to the size that you want according to your eyesight or whatever. You need to do that a lot on the iPod Touch, but it does make it very usable. Try the iPod Touch. We're going to even the full screen isn't too bad, but we'll show you the reduced interface, which has a lot less information because it's a smaller screen. It requires a bit more experience to use, but still very easy. I'm operating this with one hand, so I think I inadvertently select the wrong board. Yeah, just there, I pressed that board 6, which didn't mean to do, but I don't think that would happen with a typical user with a bit more concentration. So let's enter a contract here, and then we've got the button to east-west. The opponents would normally press that to accept, and that's the traveller come back. We'll just check that's on the main computer. The green there shows that scores in. This is the Nexus 7 doing the same thing, different contract, the same thing. Do the number of tricks, then we can accept the score. Once that's accepted, that's gone into the main computer, and the results come back about that quickly, you can see. And that's there on for table 2, the top one. Finally, the iPod Touch. This is, as I say, the reduced interface. You actually have to type something in. So like 5 diamonds by south making 11 tricks. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, holding a camera, so it'd be easier for a user to do this. A little bit of pinch and squeeze, and there's the result come back for that. Let's have a look on the main screen. Yes, that's board 6 rather than board 1. That's the right thing. Now we'll do a stress test. Show you this is not a very powerful laptop. It's managing to cope quite fine with this. If I set all three devices. I'm going to set them to a test mode I've got, which lets them enter scores just at random, one every 3 seconds. That's the first one going, and I've got pulled up Task Manager on the laptop so that you can see whether the CPU usage will go very high. It's not doing anything at the moment. You can see it's not stressing the laptop at all, so you can see this is quite powerful enough. That's 2 devices going. I think I'm having the iPod's a bit more long-winded to get going. Yeah, that's going as well now, and still the laptop's able to cope fine. I mean, this is much faster than you'd expect boards to come in. You'd expect them to be about 1 every 30 seconds, I reckon. And that's just shows that they are actually doing something. So the other aspects of this would be the networking, how much that's loaded. You can see the lights flashing, not very fast really for that, while all 3 are going at, so that's about 1 a second. That's the network display that you get on Task Manager on the laptop. Again, that's not very high at all. So this is the 3 devices going again, but I'll show you that you can still use the laptop. Let's pull up, say, a scoreboard, which is quite a big calculation for it to do. Yeah, and that's the scores as they are at that time. It also shows you that you can do all of these operations while the live scoring's happening. It doesn't affect it. So let's go back to show you the scores still coming in. Let's cut forward a little bit, and this is the end of the scoring. So I'll pull up the scoreboard again, show the final results and how quickly those are available. I mean, they are available instantaneously, obviously. Okay, with wireless scoring, quite often everybody be crowding round the screen at the end to try and see how they'd done. But with Bridget, you don't need to do that, because all these pages are available. Well, you wouldn't have the administrator pages, but you'd have pages available for the users to see, and what scoreboard would be one of them. That's the scoreboard on the iPad, on the Nexus 7, and you can even see this on the iPod Touch quite well, really, for such a small device. There it is. I'll see if I can get it into the camera view and squeeze it in and out. You can see, hopefully, that that's quite easy to read. One final thing I need to show you is that we're not connected to the internet, so I'll just get the iPad and try calling up, say, the BBC website. And there it comes out, can't open page. That's because we're not on the internet.